All right, welcome back to another episode of JK Philly. Giving a quick review of the Timberwolves and 76ers game, another loss to the column of 126 to 112. Just going through, I'll ask your opinions of what you saw through the game, but just giving a review from some of the statistics that we got on screen. Paul George with a solid 7 points, 1 for 6 from 3. And then you got your biggest contributors of Quentin Grimes with, I believe, his third 30-point game, and another Kelly Oubre coming off of illness, 24-point game, and even, a good contribution from Jared Butler as well that you didn't really expect, and of course Yabusele. On the opposition side, you really had Naz Reid, like you said earlier, facilitating the offense, getting a lot of shots up, shooting 5 or 10 from 3. And Anthony Edwards, to a degree, still getting his 18 points, close to 20, was not really too involved in the offense. I know he went out with something wrong with his left hand. He banged it up or he did something with it. So he was out for a little bit, but he still had 30 minutes of time docked. But other than that, what do you think from this game?
I watched the majority of the game. It is very hard to watch Sixers basketball right now. They're in the worst state you can be in. You're not a young, up-and-coming, struggling team with young talent to watch and get excited for. And all of your star players are hurt and underperforming, like Maxey. And no Maxey tonight. I'm glad because Maxey looked terrible in the last 2 games. He looked hurt. I don't even know why they had him out there. He looked like a guy who was hurt playing basketball.
Right.
Paul George, like a guy who's played hurt all year. He looks old and hurt. And obviously, you've seen the last of Joel Embiid. So they're a very hard team to watch right now. The only positive I can pull from this game is I hope Quentin Grimes is here to stay. I hope this version of Quentin Grimes is here to stay. Obviously, when the big dogs are back next year, he won't have as much opportunity in offense. But if he can contribute, that'd be great. He's looked really good since we got him.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier to you, I think Quentin Grimes can really be like what Derek White is for the Celtics. Just to give a little bit of excitement and back and forth talk for this episode, do you think coming into next season, obviously I'm not aware of what the contract situation looks like for Kelly Oubre and Quentin Grimes, but at this point, Quentin Grimes with only 10 games with the Sixers under his belt, who do you think we should look to value more out of the two if we had to pick one?
I don't know. I hope you can bring them both back.
Yeah.
That's a tough call. Both. I want to be nice to Kelly here. Quentin Grimes shoots from the 3 a little better, it seems, just from watching him. Oubre can probably get you some more boards. Grimes probably isn't doing much outside of volume scoring for you. But I don't want to make it sound like Kelly Oubre's this all-around, doing everything on the court type guy. He's really a volume scorer too. He's probably a little better defensively due to his size and athleticism. He's just naturally going to be able to stay in front of guys a little better. But that being said, he's not a defender you're going to bring up in defensive conversations.
Yeah,
I'd like to get both back between them two and Yabusele. If the Sixers are healthy next year, which will probably never happen, but if by some miracle Paul George gives us one last hurrah last year, Embiid's knee surgery and recovery goes well, and then Maxey's back to being Maxey, those are 3 really good role players you got going forward. So I'd be excited about that.
Yeah, it's all about the if and who we can keep. Quentin Grimes is doing a really good job trying to promote himself. I don't know if this is last year of his contract or what's going on with his situation, but yeah, like you said, hopefully we can keep all these guys. I agree at the same point as well for that question I gave you. I think Kelly Oubre overall is gonna probably come down the stretch a little bit more valuable just on the defensive end. Of course, Quentin Grimes can get you a bucket if you need one, but that might not be the situation in most games in terms of the type of talent that we have on our team. It's probably going to be more dedicated for our defensive ability.
And one last point, let me see Grimes in a month from now. The story of guys getting traded to teams and them first 10 games being like, oh my God, why was this other team not using this guy like that?
Yeah,
that's happening. Let me see him in a month. Is he still playing the same way? Early indications look great. I need to see him.
That's true. I definitely agree with that. Thank you guys for watching another episode of JK Philly. Make sure you stay tuned by subscribing to the channel.